Well, hello. Yesterday morning, I was part of one of Julia's community and coffee streams on the Cryptic Studios Twitch channel, and Julia sometimes does these to kind of start off the week in a chill way, explain a little bit about what her job is and how she approaches things on a Monday morning, and then we also use the opportunity to have a little bit of fun every now and then, and yesterday was one of those times. Julia got this D&D Mad Libs book, and if you aren't familiar with what that is, essentially it's a bunch of stories that have blanks in them with different parts of speech, different words that you have to fill in, and then you ask someone else for random words, and then you just kind of write those words in, and it becomes a very crazy story. Because of this, the phrase milky dwarf warrior is now in my vocabulary, and I don't know what to do with that. Anyway, the video you're about to watch is a condensed version / highlights version of that stream if you don't feel like sitting through the whole hour, 10 minutes that the stream was. But it of course started off with audio issues, as is very on brand for Julia's streams. If she doesn't have audio issues in the beginning, then is it really one of her streams? But we got that figured out, we had a bunch of fun with some Mad Libs, and I will let you guys enjoy the rest of the stream. Okay, bye!
I'm going to show off because it is community and coffee. So this is my mug. This is my coffee mug today. It is Maleficent.
This is mine.
And it is truly a Monday morning because my neighbor has decided that today, on a Monday, would be a great time to deep clean their carpet. And it's loud. So I passive-aggressively shut the window. So yeah, happy Monday.
Did you do it aggressively like the video I sent you?
Exactly. When you sent me that video, I'm like, that's me. That was me. That was me shutting the window. Like, I made this huge production of, because we have a portable AC unit, so it's got the hose attached to the window. And so I made a big production of like pulling it back and shutting the window. Only of course the window got kind of stuck halfway through getting shut. So I had to then like fumble and move, and it
It just made it awkward.
Yes, it did. Made it very awkward. But but it is still, it is still a Neverwinter stream and D&D related. So I did want to do some D&D related stuff. So I have very special thing that those of you who follow me on Twitch might have seen me post about it. I have D&D Mad Libs.
I'm so excited for this because I love Mad Libs.
In keeping with the spirit of talking about community management, I was also just going to discuss my week. And Rachel, you're welcome to ask me questions because I know you've always been curious about certain things. I don't want to steal your thunder for any of the other projects you have in development, but if you do have questions about what I do or
I will come up with some great questions, I'm sure.
But I did ask my daughter and my kid to give me some words for the first one. She is 6.5, which means she's a smartass. She's a very sassy smartass, and she loves to try to, outsmart me. So she gave me variants of the word duck. Her favorite animal is the duck. And she gave me variants of that word. So I have a lot of ducking words on this sheet. So I'm going to start with adventure waits, and I'm going to read you all a story about the adventure waits.
I didn't bring any popcorn, but I'll pretend like I'm eating popcorn.
That's
for this
fine.
Great story.
You can pretend your water's popcorn.
Okay.
Next time, bring like carbonated water, and it'll give you a pop, so you can switch between the two.
I should.
All right. So we have adventure waits. Those who have ducked even a single game of Dungeons and Ducks, also known as D&D, so it actually works. No adventure waits those who dare to duck it. Whether you're uncovering ducky, world-ending ducks, slaying a mad duck that is ducking villagers, or casting a spell to subdue a dragon with 2 ducks, your bravery is sure to be rewarded. You can explore anything from ducky dungeons, haunted ducks, and mysterious chambers filled with glittering ducks, to even a ducky relationship. Speaking of relationships, role-playing or ducking your character is a ducky part of the fun. Similar to any adventure, you get what you duck into it. So look alive, be wary of anyone who acts a bit too duckly, and onward, pato. She gave me the Spanish word for duck.
But when are we gonna see like a duck companion in the game?
Midnight Light says we could make a muddy duck companion.
Yes, please.
Can I have can I put in the icon request right now, Jules? I want an icon for
I'm
that.
sure she'll love you for that.
Yes, she loves it when people just add a icon request to her schedule.
Can you
I know some
imagine,
people have.
like, instead of your traditional wizard orb, you just have a little rubber ducky that's floating around your head?
Why don't we have that for April Fowls? Why?
I don't know.
Okay, where's Terramac when you need him? Oh wait, it's still early for him. So, Jules, you and I need to gang up on Mally and demand a rubber ducky, little floating thing.
Sorry, Galactic just said that I look like your daughter, and I really had to point that out. What?
So I don't know if he's calling you young or calling me old.
I don't know.
Which I'm totally okay with. I'm 30. Actually, how old are you still? If you don't mind, Rachel sharing.
I'm 23.
23. I'm 38. So I mean, technically possible.
Technically, it would be possible, but not ideal.
Yeah, not ideal. But so it's funny when you say that because my daughter looks enough. I mean, her face looks like me sometimes. She's got my nose. She's got my Polish nose from my mom's side. But she's got her father's super blonde hair and blue eyes, blue gray eyes. So it's funny that, yeah, Silvery might look more like my daughter, or Rachel might look more like my daughter than my own daughter does. But yes, I am old. I'm 38. Well, not old. I'm 38, so I'm not like young anymore.
38 is not old.
It's really funny how old.
I mean,
seems...
if you ask an 18-year-old, they will say that 38 is old.
Yeah, and
But
if
my
you
definition of old now is like over 60.
that it's actually, yeah, it does change. Like my husband is 44 and doesn't feel old to me. So, or maybe sisters. I really don't care.
I mean, sisters that are 16 years apart, there's a story there.
Thank you, everybody, for sharing, stuff about yourselves. It's kind of cool. I really like to get to know people better. So now, Rachel, tell us about your mystery children we don't know about.
Well, you see, I have a furry child who is 14. 14.
Ooh.
So
that's pretty advanced. I was going to ask you how old your YouTube channel was, but totally get the.
I guess you could consider that my child as well, and I guess it also then depends. Technically, I created the original YouTube channel when I was in high school, and it had one video on it that I made in video production class. It was a stop motion animation of the breakout game where you like hit the ball and break all the blocks and stuff. And then it's still on the channel. It's just private. But
I was gonna say you have to share that. I mean, you don't have to, but
I mean, I could, but I don't like it anymore.
take pieces of it and splice it in, like splice it into other videos.
I could use it as like, I don't know, maybe some kind of transition or something. Anyway, so my channel was created in 2015, which is, what year is it? That's 6 years ago. So then I had this issue last year where my channel ceased to exist. And then a new one existed that was a clone of the original one. So you could say that I have a child, and then that child was then deceased and cloned. And now I have this new child that is a year and a half old.
Do you actually? I haven't. Do you use the other channel, the newer one?
Sometimes it's kind of like I have my Silvery channel with the 3 is the Neverwinter channel. I post all the Neverwinter stuff on there. And then if I ever want to post something else, I just put it on the second channel because that's just kind of like the catch-all. Whatever else I feel like posting goes there. Okay. So, I mean, then that means I have 2 children.
Cisa, I'm trying to follow
family.
All right, so I'm going to have you give me the words, and then I will read out what happens.
Are you going to have chat pick the words, or me?
Oh, you first.
Okay.
I might have chat do later.
A lot of pressure.
Okay. All right. Give me an adjective. And, you don't have to try to force it to be, like, epic-y D&D sounding. Just whatever comes to your mind. So, adjective.
Okay, an adjective. Voluptuous.
Ooh. I did not spell that right, but I don't care. Nobody has to see that.
I don't know how to spell it either. It's fine.
A verb ending in ing.
Flying.
Lying?
Flying.
Okay. Occupation.
An X-ray technician.
X-ray technician. X-ray
I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind.
Hi, Quagma. Yeah, this is actually. So you said this does nothing for the game, our community. I would like to differ on that opinion because
We're hanging out. It's chill.
and also content creators do so much for the community. I am eternally grateful for the content that our content creators put out, both members of the CCP and those who are not members, because they're dedicating their personal time to making things for the game and the community. And I know that they do offer a lot of support and help to the community. Like Neverwinter for Noobs has the guide with acronyms, so that's invaluable. And as for me, I do stuff for the game sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Only sometimes. I need a noun.
A noun. Mint.
Mint. That's gonna be funny.
Scared.
Give me a number.
364.
Okay, that's pretty epic. Give me a plural noun.
Blankets.
Blankets. Let's see. Mia says, "I need you can share about the Dragon Hunter event." Nope.
You hunt dragons in it.
Though I have heard rumors that apparently a dragon that wasn't in an area before has now appeared. There's something I saw on Twitter. I think I might have replied
I
to
saw
it.
that dragon.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Just it's a big secret.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's a
It's
dragon.
a dragon.
It's a chicken. It's an abyssal chicken vanity pet. Because I know that you are all
It's
lacking
like the
in this.
rarest thing ever.
Yeah. All right, I need a verb. Actually, 2 verbs in a row.
2 verbs.
2 verbs.
They have to be ending in anything or just
Nope.
like normal verbs?
Normal
Okay.
verbs.
Cook
Okay.
and pet.
Pet. Okay. Exclamation.
Egad! Egad!
All right, I need an adjective.
Adjective. Salty.
Salty. Ooh, I know people who get salty sometimes. I need a verb.
Drive.
Drive. All right, as a reminder, folks, this is a chill community and coffee stream. It really is. We're just having fun. It's Monday. Let's start the week on a cool, chill tone. All right. Plural noun.
Chickens.
Chickens? All right. And then a part of the body.
Toenail.
Noun?
I'm trying to think of something different. Refrigerator.
Okay, I'm going to write fridge because refrigerator's too long.
This is going to be an awful story.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic. I need only 3 more words, so adjective?
Bright.
Bright. Unlike your community manager. Verb.
Verb. You know how whenever you have like all these things in your head and then someone asks you about it and you just suddenly forget everything that you ever knew?
That pretty much explains
Verb.
my existence.
Talk.
Talk. And then the final one, a noun.
Is the amusement park a noun?
It could be. The sentence is going to be interesting, but I can write amusement park.
I'm afraid to know what this says.
So we're now going to read a story of role-playing game acronym cheat sheet, as written by
Boy.
Rachel.
I'm scared.
There are so many voluptuous acronyms in D&D.
True.
Here's some lingo from this role-lying game. DM or Dungeon Master. The X-ray tech is either your best friend or your worst mint. D20, D4, and D364 D stands for dice, and the number is how many blankets it has. I mean, I guess it does get cold on the East Coast, so you do need 364 blankets.
Can you imagine a D364?
That's why when you said it, I'm like, I've seen a D100, but whoa. AC, or armor class. This number is how hard you are to cook. Which,
That's semi-accurate.
yeah. Keep it high to avoid an injury that might pet you.
Egad!
Let's see. NPC, or non-player character. These are the DM's salty puppets who drive you through the world.
I think some of the NPCs could be classified as salty.
AoE, or area of effect. Some spells or chickens can reach as far as the toenail can see. Others only affect those standing within a small refrigerator. I think Salty Puppets is going to be my new go-to. A critical. When you roll your d20 and get a bright 20, the effect of your next action will talk. If this happens, congratulations.
Terrifying.
Congratulations. You're on amusement park. Which makes no sense. All right. I feel like I should publish these.
Should have done Disney Channel for the last one.
You're on Disney Channel. I will be publishing these stories later on for the great literature that they
My
are.
face hurts.
So I think I want to do, Rachel, how do you feel about doing one more Mad Libs?
Sure. Is the chat going to pick words this time?
The only hard part is that there might be a delay, but I can try. Yeah. Yes, chat. Give me nouns. Just write nouns. And what I will do is I will leave the noun areas empty, and I will pick nouns from the chat. So I'll have Rachel, you do the rest.
That'll work.
That way it'll start, the things will start filling up. All right, so part of the body.
I'm not going to pick toenail again. Elbow.
Elbow. The people's elbow. Which wrestler was that? Oh, that was The Rock, wasn't it? The people's elbow?
I don't know anything about that, but I will just nod and agree.
I was a pretty big WWE fan back when they were still WWF. Back in the day. So, adjective.
Spicy.
Ooh. Another adjective.
Milky.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Sorry.
Lord. That's okay. That's okay.
I feel like I've created a monstrosity already.
A verb in the past tense.
Hammered.
That, that makes sense for a party. Person in room.
What if I'm in the room by myself?
You're not.
Oh. All right, then I'll just pick Julia then.
Julia, okay. Let's see. Person in room, that's a
Hi,
good one.
Termac. I see you.
Termac, what did we say this morning that we needed Termac for something? I forgot.
Wasn't it the rubber duck?
Yes.
thingy?
Wait, was it? Yes, April Fowls. Termac, hey, we have a request. We need a rubber ducky, little floaty thing, the icon, the word.
The orb?
Orb, thank you. I was like, oh. Yes, we need an orb that looks like a rubber ducky. For
The wizard orb transmute.
Yes. So, please put it on request for future module development. Celebrity.
Celebrity?
Yep.
Brad Pitt.
Ooh, he was my first celebrity crush when I was a kid. Adjective.
Beautiful.
Ooh, oh, okay, that one actually works really well. Let's see. A verb ending in ing.
Drinking.
Hammer, drinking. You have a case of the you have a case of the Mondays, don't you?
I do.
Animal, plural.
Elephants.
Elephants. An adjective?
Adjective, rich.
Interesting. And an exclamation?
Zoinks.
Zoinks. All right, now I'm going to go through the chat and see. I don't know if people gave me enough nouns, but we'll see.
More nouns in the chat.
Oh, I forgot to ask you for an adjective. An adjective just kind of snuck in here. So can you give me another?
Adjective?
Yeah, another one.
Difficult.
Okay.
I hope this one is not as bad as the first one. Actually, I hope it's worse than the first one. It'd be funnier.
And then tornado. I'm going to grab that last one. Okay. All right. We're going to read a story of the first campaign.
Oh boy.
The party stood shoulder to elbow at the opening of a spicy cave. Terra Cat Crusher, the milky dwarf warrior, hammered toward the entrance. But then Julia, the cleric, held her back. I sense a difficult energy coming from in there. The cleric whispered. I sense a difficult energy coming from in there. The cleric whispered, as the light atop his hamburger flickered. Tara gripped her two-handed frog and smirked. We'll take care of it, she said. Then Brad Pitt Forest Keep, the beautiful elven rogue, appeared from behind his cloak of coffee. Don't be so sure, he murmured, drinking a knife in his hand.
What?
It's a rogue, after all.
That seems dangerous.
Suddenly, 8 ferocious elephants bolted out of the cave with rich intent. Tara squealed with delight.
Zoinks!
It's time for tornado!
I liked the first one better.
This one, it had more amusement, but the other one was just bizarre, the other one. But now I want a cloak of coffee, by the way.
That sounds great.
Wait, you don't drink coffee, right?
Every now and then I do. I don't, not often, but sometimes.
We can make a cloak.
Necessary.
We can make a cloak of water for you. A watery cloak.
I think that already exists in the game in some fashion, some transmute.
If you wore a watery cloak while riding the water horse, would it all become like a giant puddle? Or would the two bodies of water still be separated?
I think it would be like a waterfall onto the horse's back, and it would look very majestic. That's my interpretation of it.
Unless we were having clipping issues and the cloak just disappeared completely, or it went up in the air. You know.
I mean, if it went up in the air, that would be funny. So that's also a win. An item that makes it so you get a long rest in 4 hours. That seems like very efficient. I approve.
Me too. Jules, make it happen. That's what a producer does, right? We just tell people to make things happen.
Just have it like that. Well, there was that rainbow bread icon that I have a memory of.
So
I don't know the story anymore, but I think that was misinterpreted.
Yes, so I will tell the story since we do have Midnight Light here with us. So this was several years ago, like maybe 3-4 years ago. Jules, Midnight Light, got a request for an icon, and she read a request for rainbow bread. So she's like, okay, she's used to just getting weird requests, so she just goes with it. You know what? People want a rainbow bread. So it looks like a loaf of bread, and it's got like the rainbow coloration. And she worked on it, and please feel free to correct me if I'm getting it wrong. And when the designer in question who had requested it came to look at it, apparently he said, this looks like a loaf of bread. And Jules is like, well, yeah, that's what you asked for. He's like, no, I asked for a rainbow bead. So, yes, it was supposed to be a rainbow bead, and it turned to rainbow bread, and that is to this day one of my favorite icons, though. It is
I love that story.
Me too. These are the little things that can happen if you don't read carefully. He was so nice about it, too. I'm glad. Because you get a lot of requests. It's 11:09, and I have a report to write because there are issues I'm aware of. Over the weekend, I got escalated several issues, and someone's car alarm is also going off, which I think is a good sign to finish and wrap up. Thank you so much, Rachel. It has actually been a pleasure. I really enjoyed having company.
It was fun.
Open invitation if anybody wants to join me for more community and coffee. If you, any other CCP member as well, I think I want to keep it restricted to CCP members for now, or teammates on the Neverwinter team. And just chill, talk about D&D, sometimes talk about the game, tell stories, start off Monday, sometimes keep it the days of the week, but it's the stream alarm. Yes, but it is a nice way for me to start the week. Stay safe as always, take care, and I will see you around. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.